Namaste. Welcome to Yoga with David. I've been teaching this pose in my yoga classes in the last couple of weeks. It's called side crow pose, Parsva Bakasana. And a lot of my students are asking, like, how do you do this pose? And even though we practice it in class, sometimes it's good to be able to go home and sit down and see a couple of tutorials to see how to get into the pose. So let's get started. To get the body prepared for this pose, two major components. Obviously, you want to warm your body up first, but one of the major components is a twisting component. So we're going to try to get into some twisting preparation for this pose, particularly for this pose. So, sitting on your hips. Place your feet forward, actually step your feet together, so toes, heels together, thighs, knees together. And feel free to prepare yourself by placing your hands in front of your knees. Stretch your spine long. And see if you can, on the exhale, use your arms to help you fold your torso closer to your thighs. This is going to help you a little bit later on. From there, see if you can use one arm. So I'm sitting this way. I'm twisting to my right. So I'm using my left arm to help me, keeping my knees and my thighs together, and then placing my right arm behind me. I'm twisting to the right. From there, see if you can bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. And if you have a deeper twist, see if you can bring the elbow to the outside of the thigh. So more toward the middle of the thigh. If you can bring it even closer to your hips, even the better. And a lot of times I use my other hand to help me get the elbow out. Lower the hand down to the floor. You can come up to your fingertips. You can get a block. If you can, place your hands all the way down. Or you can bring a palm all the way down to the floor. And then bring the other hand shoulder width apart. Squeeze your knees together. And then feel that twist in your lower back, your belly area. Stay here for 3 to 5 breaths. And get that twisting going for your body. If you have lower back issues, be very gentle with this one. And then from there, let go of the twist. Stretch your legs forward. And maybe just do a general stretch. Paschimottanasana, starting forward. Shake off your legs, whatever you need to do to warm up for the other side. And then the other side, I'm just going to show just a little bit very quickly. Same thing, sitting together, nice and knees and thighs together. Sitting tall, I'm twisting to my left, so I'm using my right arm to keep my legs together, and then I begin to twist from the belly to the chest, to the shoulder, to your neck, to your head. From there, I cross my right arm over to the outside of my left knee and the thigh, get it into the middle of the thigh as much as you can. Bring your palms down to the floor if you can, lean forward, and then 3 to 5 breaths to get the body into this pose. Now, sometimes when you twist and you sort of like force yourself into the pose, you may feel a little crampy in the hip flexor area. So if that's the case, see if you can really focus your breath, breathing into the hip flexor and soften that area. You won't want to cramp yourself in that space. Okay, that's a second stretch. And shake it off. All right. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that there are 2 elements that is very important for this side crow pose. The second element, it's basically to prepare your body to balance on your arms and your hands. So I often do this pose, coming to all fours, with my hands spreading wide, with my hands and my wrist shoulder width apart, and then I lean forward. When I lean forward, I'm thinking about my chest and my shoulder and my head moving forward. So I'm right now really working my tricep. And then come up. And then I may do it 3, 4, 5 times. Second time, leaning forward. And if you want to get ready more, maybe lift the knees off of the floor and move your way forward a little bit more. And then you'll feel that all of that work is in the tricep area, which is going to be very needed later on in that pose. Do it one more time. This time, maybe leaning forward and then peeling one foot off of the floor, and then changing leg, and then coming back up. Shake off your arms before you really do the real pose. Okay. There's no need to rush into any pose. Do your preparation, take your time, and when your body is ready, get to the pose. Okay, my body feels ready now, so I'm going to get to the pose. From here, I'm going to face on a diagonal. I'm going to show you 2 different ways this pose can be done. Actually, there are quite a few other ways too, but for today's purpose, I'm going to just show these two different ways. I'm going to come to my Utkatasana chair pose with my hands in front of my heart center. Inhale into the belly, exhale, twisting from the belly. I'm going to use my left arm to help me get my right elbow to the middle of the thigh. Yeah, if you can only get to the outside of the knee, that's fine too. But try to get to the middle of the thigh and try to slide your shoulder down a little bit more. And then from there, continue to lean forward so that the heels come off of the floor and my right hand begins to make contact on the floor. My left hand are shoulder width apart. From there, I squeeze my thighs together, bring my thighs a little bit closer up to my chest, engaging the belly, hips up and over. I lean forward and look forward, and then my feet come off of the floor. Now look at my left elbow. My body is not touching my left elbow here. From there, I lower my feet down. Maybe do a little bit of a standing forward fold, shaking off everything. And then I'm ready for the second side. Now for the second side, for this purpose, I'm going to turn my body straight here. So when I turn around, hopefully you can see my elbow on this side. I'm going to bring my elbow and my hips to touch. Yeah, so it's different from the first side. Starting with chair pose. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, same way. Lower my shoulder and my elbow down to the middle of the thigh. Lean forward with the knee. My left hand touches down first. My right hand shoulder width apart. Now look at my hips, going to come up and over, and it's going to rest on the upper arm of my right arm. And then lower the feet down to the floor, and then maybe sit down. Shake off anything you need to shake off, especially your wrists. Yeah, take care of your wrists. And then from there, move on to your next pose, or if you want to take a break, then take a break. I'm going to take a break now. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, if you think that it's helpful, please like the video, and I will put more information on my channel. And if you have other poses that you want me to demonstrate, feel free to send me a message. Namaste.